You don't need to try harder. You don't need to do more. You don't need to be more. You are enough. But there is some cleansing that needs to happen. And once you get that stuff, man, that stuff is contagious. And you're going to want more of it. Watching episode 1 again yesterday with my kids, and I know people hate that movie for whatever reason, but there's this crazy quote in there when Qui-Gon says to Anakin, he says, "Your focus determines your reality." So it's your perception. Your perception is the thing that determines the experience that you're going to have, which is why 2 and 22 people can go into the same thing and come out with completely different experiences. They will experience different emotions, different thoughts. They will be on completely different sides of the coin. And you wonder, are we actually in the same theater here? Are we in the same place here? Are we reading the same book? The reason why you get stuck, the reason why you thrive, the reason why your life is the way it is your operating system. It's the belief system. It's your operating system or your belief system. They are one thing. They are this. Now the thing is, along our life, like everything, all of our experiences, they are going to help us form this. So, and they can be the good things, they can be the bad things. They are the words, they are the things that we're observing. They are what happens to and around us. And we are figuring out and we are forming our view of what the world is, what God is, what we are, what the people around us are, whether it's threatening or whether it's inviting, whether it's for us, whether against us, it's all those things. One of the biggest things that can act as a malware in our lives is these pains. So it's pain, it's trauma, and there's a reason why this stuff sticks out. There's a reason why this stuff is the stuff that like really makes us click on something, the negativity. It's the reason why we remember so much more the negative things, why that impacts us so much greater. That stuff is a malware, and it's something that comes in and it goes throughout our system. And so we're interpreting all of that. And we're interpreting our actions. We're interpreting other people's actions. And the more we think about it, the more that we give energy to this, and the more that it grows, and the more that it impacts every area of our life. So now we're filtering, because our operating system is the thing through which we are perceiving the world. And that's all the things. That's our relationships. That's what happens at work. It's everything that is in our life. And we are perceiving everything. And so because we are looking for those things, we are finding more of that because it's in our perception. And then that's helping to come back in here. If you want to view the world as being against you, you can. There's definitely evidence for that. You can see it, you can find it. If I want to view the world that way, I can. If I want to view God that way, I can. I can find that evidence. And I've found it. Like for so much of my life, I've just put this blame on the world around me, on God. Why is my life like this? Why has my heart been broken so many times? From childhood, through disappointments coming up into adulthood, through all of the things. Why is life like this? And I can live like that. Or I can try to sort out the malware. One of the main things to sort the malware out, one of the main things that you need to fight this virus inside of you is forgiveness. Love, it's empathy, it's appreciating the fact that we're all in this together. It's understanding the fact that like this system that we have, this system impacts not just how we perceive the world, but our actions. It impacts how we act. And so the fact that all of us have, to some degree, have these broken systems, have this malware, have this virus inside of us, we should be able to understand at some point like, hey, we're all the same, you and me. We all have these broken ways of viewing the world, and sometimes we feel like it's just us, and then we take that, and because of our ego and because of our selfish lenses, because we are naturally designed and wired to view the world as being us-centric, and we're not understanding like, hey, you've got that same broken system that I do, and you've got that same set of lies that are going on and telling you to be ashamed of certain things, and you're trying to hide certain things, and so because of that you're acting out and you are pushing some really negative things in my direction or their direction or whoever's. And instead of having compassion on people, saying, man, I wish better for you. What happened to you? There's a psychologist that doesn't ask addicts, like, why are you doing this? He asks, what happened to you? Because he recognizes it is the pain in our life that causes us to do some of these things. It's that cliche on your therapist's wall that says, hurt people, hurt people. It is a real thing. Once we begin to see this in ourselves, we can then take it and use the lenses to view other people differently. Once we're able to forgive ourselves, once we're able to love ourselves, we're able to do that with other people. We're able to bring healing to relationships. We're able to have stronger relationships, both with ourselves and with others and with God. And when we can change our viewpoint, when we can clean out the malware and realize, you know what, the world, it can be a rough place, but it can be amazing too. And a lot of what I experience is dictated by how I perceive things. And the relationships I have and the loops that I'm in, a lot of that is like, what's going on in here? And when we can begin to clean that out, when we can begin to cleanse our temple, and we can begin to get things sorted in a way that allows us to receive blessing, when we can let go of the hurt, when we can let go of the pain, not to put ourselves back in the situation, but when we can truly be free from that stuff, and when we are filling ourselves with the good things that he told us to think about, like that's when we start to get free. And when the natural fruit, the love, the joy, the peace, the patience, the kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control, they start to just flow out. We're not trying. So much of my life has been about trying. So much of what I've been taught is try, do, better, try, harder, do. And all of it, really, I'm trying to force something that was never meant to be forced. It never needed to be forced. No tree needs to be forced to grow. As long as it's healthy, that's all it needs. It needs good soil. It needs an environment that is healthy. When you begin to create an environment inside yourself that is healthy, and when you begin to create an environment around you that's healthy, the fruit is going to come. Stop trying to force it. You don't need to try harder. You don't need to do more. You don't need to be more. You are enough. But there is some cleansing that needs to happen. And once you get that stuff, man, that stuff is contagious. And you're going to want more of it. You're going to keep going back to that buffet line. You're going to want more of it, and you're going to want to give it to other people. Peace is contagious. Love is contagious. Be that. Don't go with the flow. Don't go with the trend. Don't listen to the people that are telling you to fire back. Be something different. Be what you're called to be. Be the example that he showed us on the cross. That stuff. Once you sort that out, the business stuff, the dreams that you have, that stuff becomes a lot more easy to get to. Because once you've cleansed this pathway, that pathway, once you cleanse the internal pathway, the external pathway becomes so much easier. So I'd love to hear your comments.